A clothing business finds there is a linear relationship between the number of shirts N it can sell and the price P it can charge per shirt. And you can see they've got P of N right here. So that means as far as an ordered pair is, N is the X coordinate and P is the Y coordinate. They're just using N and P. But it says P of N, so that's like F of X. F of X is actually your Y coordinate, and X is your X coordinate. So P of N, the P is your Y coordinate, and N is your X. So N is the number of shirts, and P is the price, all right? So this has to be the number of shirts, and this has to be the dollar amount. So they give me actually two ordered pairs. It says, in particular, historical data shows that 100 shirts can be sold at a price of $30. Not 100, I'm sorry. 1,000 shirts can be sold at $30. But then it also says 3,000 shirts can be sold at a price of $10. So that's another ordered pair. Now, find a linear equation in the form of P of N equals MN plus B that gives the price P they can charge for N shirts. So what I'm going to use is, first of all, M is your slope. And if you remember, slope is defined as the change in Y over the change in X. When X sub 1, Y sub 1, and X sub 2, Y sub 2 are any 2 points on the line. Well, we were given 2 points right here. So you can call either one of them the first point and either one of them the second point. It doesn't matter. The equation will come out correctly the same way. So my Y coordinates are 30 and 10. So I'm going to have 30 minus 10. And since I took 30 minus 10, I have to make sure I subtract the X coordinates the same way, which would be 1,000 minus 3,000. All right, now 30 minus 10 is 20, and 1,000 minus 3,000 is negative 2,000. And Mobius didn't tell me that it had to be a fraction or a decimal. I tried it both ways. It didn't matter, so I just reduced it down to negative 0.01. Although slope, I don't know, most people like slope in fraction form, so this would be negative 1 over 100. It's the change in Y over the change in X, but you could use a decimal also. It really doesn't matter. So now what I need to do is I have to put it in this form. There's several ways you can do this. One of the ways is to use what they call the point slope form of a line, which is this: y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. And then I found the slope. It was negative 1 over 100. So that's going to go here. And then just pick either the first point or the second point. Either one will work. If I grab the first point, which is 1,300 or 1,030, the y coordinate is 30. That'll go here. And the x coordinate, which is 1,000, will go here. So what I'm going to have is y minus 30 equals, slope was negative 1 over 100 times x minus 1,000. And once you plug in all the members there, or all the unknowns, you can solve this for y. I would distribute, well, I'd copy the left side of the equation because nothing happens there. And then I'm going to distribute the negative 1 over 100. When I do that, I get negative 1 over 100x. A minus times a minus is a positive, so it becomes a plus. And 1,000 divided by 100 is 10. And now all I need to do to solve for y is add 30 to both sides. That way it cancels out, and I'm left with, I've kind of run out of room here, so come over here. Y is equal to negative 1 over 100x plus 40. And that would be the equation that gives the price P when they charge for N shirts, except, oh yeah, they want P of N. Let me come back over here. See where it says P of N? So I really have to type in P of N equals negative 1 over 100 N plus 40. That's what Mobius would want. And like I said, the negative 1 over 100 could be a decimal. That'd be negative 0.01. That should work also.